So welcome to Functional Fitness. Today you will just need your mat and a water bottle, possibly a towel. We're going to be working in intervals of 30 seconds on and then a quick 10-second rest between sets. So we'll go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So for our warm-up, we're going to step side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to add an overhead reach and stretch. So I know you can't see the top of my arm, but I'm reaching in that half moon shape over the top of my head. We're just going to find a nice steady pace here for about 30 seconds. And then the rest breaks today will be really quick, just a nice 10-second breather. So next exercise will be the opposite arm, opposite leg reach, stretching out our lats and our hip flexors, nice and tall. If you can't grab your foot or ankle, don't worry. You can just tap and release. All right, next one will be a knee hug to stretch out our hips and work on our balance. You'll lift and squeeze. If you can't quite balance long enough to squeeze, you can just bring it to a high elevated knee march. So we're squeezing, lifting right underneath that knee joint, not directly on top of the knee. All right, good. Go ahead and step to the side. The next one will be a two-step shuffle, each direction. So staying nice and low. Couple shuffles to one side, couple shuffles to the other side. Keeping your upper body as still as possible. Facing forward. All right, quick 10-second breather. Next one will be a straight knee lift, side knee lift, then opposite leg, straight knee lift, side knee lift. So straight, side, then switch leg. A lot of balance here, a little bit of coordination. All right, good. We're going to go through the warm. So we're going to start with that side step overhead reach. Now that we're up, you can reach a little bit higher. Maybe bend a little bit through your side body. Looking good. I see you up there in your screens. All right, next one's opposite arm, opposite leg reach. Stretching out the hips, the shoulders. Trying to keep your knees fairly close together as you lift. Taking a moment to find that balance on the standing leg. Great job. This time for our knee hug, we're going to grab more for the ankle and bring that knee out to the side, making it a little bit of a deeper stretch for the hips, the glutes. Definitely working our balance. If you can't grab, that's okay. You can work on this hacky sack movement and alternate sides. Keeping our posture nice and tall. All right, we skipped one last time. We're going to add it in this round. We're going to step with the heels, sweep through, switch legs, step with the heels, straight leg, reach through. So straight leg and reach. Deep stretch for the hamstrings, the calves, the low back. All right, bring it to the side. We have our two-step shuffle. If you want to keep it low impact, you can step. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a hop. Stay nice and low, pushing the hips back. Knees stay bent. Landing softly on the balls of our feet. Light and quick. Maybe working on a little speed this time. All right, and then we have that front knee lift, side knee lift, each leg, then switch. After this, we're going to go into a strength and stability portion. We're going to do 3 rounds for strength. Then we're going to move into a cardio segment. All right, grab a quick drink if you need it. We're going to go into our strength segment, feet together. We're going to be doing a reverse lunge or step into a knee lift, and then switching sides. So if you need to skip the lunge and just step back, that's fine. If you need to take out the knee lift, you can also do that. So just nice and steady here, plunging back, lifting the knee, moving straight into a hand release push-up. So for the hand release push-up, you're going to start on the floor, press up, release the hands, and then press back up. Every time you lower, the hands come up. So you're pressing all the way up from the floor, making your body a single unit as you press up, not arching the back. Great job. For this one, we're going to start at the end of our mat. We're going to squat down, walk out, walk back up, reach, and repeat. Walking the legs in, reaching up overhead, coming back down. Working at your own pace. Using the legs to get down to the floor. Oh, sorry, I'm going to feel these quick breaks. We're going to set up on all fours. Knees apart. This is our bird dog. Opposite arm, opposite leg, reach as far as you can go, and then recenter. Good for our spine, our core. So full extension, and then recenter. All right, very good. Back up to our feet. We're gonna reach for the floor, switch legs. Don't worry if you can't touch the floor. Our standing leg is slightly bent. We're working on balance, hamstring strength, standing leg bent, reaching forward, switching sides. Deep stretch through the back of our legs. Working out any imbalances we might have. Well done. All right, we're going to come to a plank, high or low. That means you can be on your palms or forearms. If you wish, you can add a tap, opposite shoulder. As long as your hips are stable, which means both hips are pointed down, you aren't rotating up at the hips, you can add that shoulder tap. Now remember today, since the rest breaks are so short, if you want to take some additional rest at any time, make sure you do. Very nice. We're going to sink down into a squat hold. Sumo stance, so nice and wide. And we're going to alternate heel lifts. So we're down here in a big sumo squat, lifting one heel, down the other. If this is too intense, you can take out the heel lift. You don't have to hold your squat quite as low. Find what works best for your body. Try to keep that upper body centered and as still as you can. Press back up. We're going to go down onto our back. Bridge position, which means pressing through the heels, hips up. And we're going to extend one leg, then the other, almost like a kick up to the sky. Or you can just choose to hold your bridge here with hips up. Only add the leg lift if you're feeling stable. So kicking that leg up, lifting it to the sky, pressing firmly through your palms. We're going to take a quick water break here. That was round one of the strength. We're going to do 2 more rounds. So grab your water. That way we have more than 10 seconds. You guys are looking really strong. All right. So we're back to our alternating reverse lunge. So feet together, stepping back, lifting the knee, alternating sides. Remember, you can step instead of lunge. You can take out the knee lift. The knee lift is for balance, for core. Just to add a little bit of extra for those who have been practicing for a while. Use your arms to balance you. All right, hand release push-ups. Starting out flat on our bellies, pushing our body up as a single unit, releasing the hands at the bottom, so lifting the hands, and then starting over. You can also do this from your knees. Modify. So the bottom of every rep, lift the hands, reset. Tuck your chin. Great job. We're going to do that half burpee walkout. So squatting down, walk out the legs to plank, walk them back in, reach nice and high, working at our own pace. Basically walking out to a plank, Reaching up, squatting back down. Total body movement here. Looking strong. A few more seconds. All right, we're going to go to tabletop. Down on all fours. Bird dog, so opposite arm, opposite leg reach. Find your full extension. Reset. So pretend you're kicking the door closed behind you, reaching your leg as far back as you can. So we're thinking more about length than actually kicking the leg up. It's more of an outward movement. Stabilizing through our spine. Great job. We're going to come up to our feet and work on that alternating deadlift reach. So balancing on one leg. Standing leg is bent. So my knee is slightly bent. Reaching forward. You don't have to touch the floor. Lots of balance and hamstring work here. If you need to stand by a wall or a chair to guide you, you can. All right, we're going to set up in plank. Forearms or palms. If you're feeling stable, you can add that alternating tap. Deep breath. Here we go. Hip bones pointed down. Don't hold your breath here. Try to take some deep breaths. Few more seconds. You got it. Good work. All right, we're going to come up to our big sumo squat. Sinking down nice and low. Optional heel lift here. So lifting up onto the toe, one side then the other. You find your range of motion here. Nice isometric hold with a little added movement for the calf. 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. Keep that intensity. Whew. All right, on our backs, bridge position. You can either hold the bridge pressing through the heels, or you can kick through the foot, alternating sides. Press your palms firmly into the floor to help stabilize. Whew, rest break. So a few seconds here to drink your water. We're going to do that strength and stability section one more time before we get into our cardio. All right, coming back to our feet if you aren't already. Starting with feet together. Reverse lunge or step. Knee lift. Use those arms like a sprinter. Keep you balanced. Hold your head high, work on your posture here. Everything we do in this class is working our core, even if it's not directly focused on the abs. All right, belly down on the mat. Knees, if you wish, hand release push-ups. So pushing our body up nice and flat. Lift the hands, reset. Modify by starting on the knees, dropping the hips. Wonderful work. All right. We're going to work on our plank position walkout. So squat down, walk out to a plank, walk back, reach overhead. You can alternate legs if you like. Work through the full range of motion here, your own pace. All right, from here we get to set up all fours for a dog reach. Opposite arm, opposite leg, flat back. This time let's focus on the arm. So really extending that arm as far out in front of us as possible. Strong through the core. Glutes acting as a counterbalance for that arm reach. Great job on our feet. We have our deadlift reach. So balancing on one leg, standing leg is bent. Reaching forward. Toe lifting behind us is pointing straight down. So trap that toe straight down to help you with balance. Deep stretch in the hamstring. Again, working at your own pace. All right, plank position. Palms are forearms. Optional taps. You can tap up to the shoulder or just to the mid-arm. That's our go. Hip bones pointed to the floor. Working on that pelvic stability, keeping our body strong, injury-proof. Whew, deep breath. We have our big sumo squat hold. And if you like, you can lift the heels one at a time. So get comfortable in this position. Very challenging. So work on your breath. We're more than halfway. Good, press out. We're going to come down into our back, bridge position. If you feel stable up here in the bridge, work on that leg extension kick, one at a time. Press your palms down to help stabilize. Strong legs, strong back. All right, reset. So we're going to grab our water. We're going to move into our cardio section. So for the cardio section, I'll try to give lower impact options as well as the higher intensity options that you can choose from. The goal will be the same. 3 rounds, 30 seconds on, very quick 10-second rest. After we get through this cardio segment, all we have left is cool down. So today's workout is a little bit shorter, but definitely more intense. So cardio segment and cool down, 3 rounds. We're going to start with a skater motion. So before we start, for your skaters, you can either step side to side, or you can go for the hop. So go ahead and get set up, one side of your mat, and you can either step or hop, working on our balance on that one leg, moving our arms from side to side, and we're here for 30 seconds. Again, if you need to take a longer rest break than the 10 seconds, you can do that. From here, we're going to set up in a plank position, and you can either run the legs or you can do a slow motion mountain climber, knee to chest. So fast or slow, that's our go. So you pick the pace here. Ten more seconds. Whew. Back on our feet. So here we can do a march, or you can add a little bounce to it. So either a nice steady state march, or you can add a little hop to it. Whatever is best for your body. Heart rates are up. Almost like a little skip in place, or just a knee lift. All right, next up we have invisible jump rope. You can hop or you can box or step with your invisible jump rope. Anything nice and soft. If this is too much impact, work on your boxer step. Keep those arms tight into the sides of your body. Great work. Next up, we can go into our power jack to keep it lower impact, or you can do a full jumping jack. Either or you can alternate between the two, keeping it low impact, going into the higher impact. A lot of options here. Next one, we're going to lift our heel to our glutes. You can do it low impact, moving side to side, or high impact version would almost look like a run, kicking your heels up and back, or low impact, side to side, or combination of the two. Looking good, I see a lot of movement. All right, next one, we're gonna set up in a squat position. We're gonna pulse, so a little bounce, and a tippy toe. Little pulse, optional lift. So once we get the movement, the goal is working a little speed. As long as we have good form, we can go for a little quickness. All right, next movement is a shuffle in and out. So you can just step it like so, or you can go for a jog. Go ahead and switch your lead foot, keeping it even, fast or slow, knees are bent. All right, next movement, you can keep it to the warm-up movement where we walked up and stretched, or you can pop the legs out and stand or hop. You can walk it out or hop it out. You can always keep that impact low, walk it in, walk it out, no hop. Or you can mix it up. All right, round one complete. Let's grab our water. Take a little break. We have 2 more rounds. So now you've kind of seen the movements, the options you can take. Definitely keep it low impact if you have sore joints, any kind of injury going on, hard floors. You can still get a really great workout keeping it lower impact, and you can slow down the pace as well. All right, we'll try to keep moving now that our heart rates are elevated. So we're going to go back to our skater. So for skater, you can step or you can hop. Working on that micro balance for half a second or so on each side. Step or hop. Going for some distance. Looking strong. All right, let's set up mountain climbers. So that's plank position. You can be on the palms or the forearms, knee to chest. You can go slow or you can jog it out. Weight over the heels of the hands, or you can alternate slow and fast. Ten more seconds. Ooh, we made it. That one's really tough for me. Here we have a march, or you can bring it to a little micro skip, lifting the knee with a little bounce, pumping the arms like you're running, or just a knee lift, taking the impact out. A lot of choices. Invisible string on top of your head, pulling you up nice and tall. Great job. All right, next one. We have our invisible jump rope. Elbows close to the body. Or you can take it to that boxer step, keeping the impact low. Or you can do a few of each. The elbows tucked in just like you were turning a real jump rope in the air. Squeeze your arms down, tight grip on the handles. Great work. Right into our jumping jack so you can power jack. One side at a time. You can do the full version, or you can alternate it for fun. Everyone looks really strong here. See those arms up. Heart rates are up. Working on our cardiorespiratory fitness. All right, we have those butt kicks, heel raises, so you can keep it low impact. Moving side to side, lifting the heels, or it can look like a jog, kicking the heels back. If that hurts your knee, you can still work on the knee lift instead. So low impact or high, heel to butt. Great work. Squat position. So here we have a pulse to a toe raise, or just a pulse to a stand. Once you get your rhythm, let's try to go fast. As long as we don't compromise form, we can go for speed. Whew, relax. We have our two-step shuffle. So out, out, in. So you can go quickly or slowly. At 15 seconds, we'll switch our lead leg to balance out. So the floor is lava here. All right, switch your lead foot. Keep that brain working. Great job. That was a lot of fun. So here we're back to either our warm-up version of the plank walk out and reach, or you can hop it out, hop it in, stand or hop. Lots of options. Protect your spine. Only do what feels good on your joints and your body. Heart's working hard. Three more seconds. All right, let's take that water break. Whew. So we only have one more round of work, one more round of the cardio before we get to that cool down. Short but intense. Couple more deep breaths, and we'll get going into our skaters. So one side of the mat. So remember here you can step or we're hopping. Working on that little half second of balance each leg. So last time through, let's make sure our form is in tip-top shape. As we get more and more fatigued, I want to make sure our form is good. All right, mountain climbers. So high or low plank, fast or slow legs, knees driving into chest. You can alternate or do all fast, all slow. Great for your core as well. Oops, done with that one. Okay, we have our elevated knee lift. Or we can add a little skip to it. So we're on the countdown. Thinking nice and tall, wide on our feet. Exaggerated arms. Keep to a lower impact version. All right, invisible jump rope. So you can do your boxer step, where you're tapping one toe at a time, or you can hop, or maybe a combination. Squeeze those arms into the sides of your body. Hold tight to your rope. Great job. Straight into our power jack or a full jumping jack. We got it. Last round. All the way to the beat. We made it. All right, next one. We can move side to side, pulling the heel back. Or you can jog for the butt kick or a little combination. If this hurts your knees, bring it to a march instead. Looking good. Keep moving. Even if you're moving slowly, you're still getting some great benefit. All right, squat position. Final 3. So squat pulls the tippy toe. Once we have our form locked in, you can go for a little speed. Few more seconds. Ooh, made it. All right, we have our 2 feet in, out, in. Keep it here or speed it up. All right, switch your lead foot. Three, 2, and 1. All right, final cardio movement of the day. You can walk it out, press it up, or hop. You got it. Whew. Done with the hard stuff. Let's take that water break and we'll cool it down. Great job. Challenging session today. As soon as you grab that water, we're going to try to keep moving. So back to our knee hug. Nice and easy. No rush, just catching our breath. Trying to keep moving even though we're winded or tired. Now's the prime time to stretch our muscles, bring our heart rates down. Congratulations on making it through that session. Tomorrow we'll have circuit training with dumbbells. Go ahead and rest. Next movement, we're going to hinge forward at the hips. Bring one arm down and draw circles in the air. I'll tell you when to switch sides. You can draw circles both directions here. All right, switch arms. So hand goes on the other knee. Nice big circles. with the shoulder. And then you can bring it back around the other side. Coming up, we're gonna stretch an arm across. You can add a little step to it if you like. So stretch, stretch. Or you can just stay still here. Whatever feels good for your cool down. And you can swing those arms back in between, get a little back stretch. All right, nice wide stance. We're going to go into our hip circle. We're going to go one direction for 15 seconds and then reverse direction. We're going to step back, move around, stretching out our hips, our glutes, our low back. Pressing all the way through 360 degrees. Switch directions. Going the opposite way. All right, now that our heart rates have come down just a little bit, we can have a seat on our mat. One leg forward, one leg crossed over, twist towards the crossed leg. Some nice static stretching here. Go ahead and switch sides so other leg comes out straight. Other leg crosses, twist towards the crossed leg. Good. From here, both legs come out straight. And we're just going to forward bend here, stretching our lower back. So don't worry about how far you can stretch. We're just leaning forward at the waist, stretching through our hamstrings and our low back. It's okay if you can't reach your feet or even your ankles. We're going to be here for the full 30 seconds. All right, relax. We're going to come into our butterfly. So feet pressed together. Again, it's okay if you can't lower your knees here, if you're crunched up like this. Just try to breathe into it. And with every breath, let those hip muscles relax. Or if it feels better, you can gently move the knees up and down. Nice gentle stretch. A few more seconds here. This next one's a really good hip mobility exercise. It's called a 90-90. So both legs are bent at a 90-degree angle. And then we're going to lead with that back leg, rotate. And we're going to switch from side to side, moving through our core and our hips. So let that back leg lead if you're having a hard time getting momentum going. Very good. So that concludes today's workout. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Check in on everybody. Nice job today. So tomorrow we will have functional.